Welcome to the 91st show, and I am going to show you where I get the number 91. The 91 comes from the 9 sephirots in the tree of the Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism, and we're going to take the 1 up here, which is the top sephirot, also identified as the crown, because it is on the top of a tree. This is the tree of the Kabbalah, and the top of a tree is called the crown of the tree. So there you go. And the reason why our friend Jesus was a carpenter, well, he had to put this nonsense together, and he came out of this nonsense. But I've explained that in the past. Today we're going to look at some of the trickery, and if we understand who lives in the house of God, because Aleph here is also God. We can find this through the attributes of Aleph. As you can see, he is God. He's also male symbolism as father and son. Therefore, God, Father, and Son comes out of this nonsense. And this is what created the Bible. So we are here. So I'm going to show you some of the witchcraft that's all around us. And when you look at this, you're saying, what am I representing? I am representing several things at once. And it all comes out of the mysticism. And on top of here, you have a, where is he? The magician. And the magician, the only thing he can do is trick you. If ever you've seen a magician, they can create an illusion, and all of the illusions are just a trick. And the whole society that we live on is thanks to the magician, the trickster, and the witchcraft that's been around for a long, long time. As you can see, it started in Egypt, went to France, and we have nonsense here. And you can find an obelisk in the middle of Washington, D.C. So let's go back to Washington, D.C., where it was created by George Washington, who was a Freemason. And the symbol of Freemasonry is actually very important, as if you break it down and you use the magic, you will understand that, the compass and the square create 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. The G here stands for the 7th letter of the alphabet. Also, through magic, becomes July. And 1776, if you add it all together, equals 21, which is, excuse the pun, which is the Father, as the Father is composed of the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet and the second, which is Aleph Bet. So the alphabet. So all these things are understood through witchcraft, where it can be, the number 21 here can be represented through many ways. It could be represented in like this. There you go. You can see a circle and a Vesica Pisces. It could be represented like this, as a circle and a Vesica Pisces. Why the Vesica Pisces? Because it has 2 angles, therefore 2, all right? And 1 associated to the circle because that's 1 surface. It could also be represented like this. And why am I saying all this? It's because I bring you back to this. What am I representing here? Well, believe it or not, those are the temperature of water where it boils and where it no longer is a solid, it no longer is, it thaws. At 33, it goes from a solid, which is at 32, it's a solid, and transform into a liquid at 33. Therefore, it's magic. And this symbol can represent several things. One of them being the Father, as it has 12 sides, therefore Father, Aleph, Bet, also a phonetic duality for alphabet. Then you have Amen and magic. Amen is a word they use inside of the religion, and it equals 33. 33 two triangles. So there you go. That also means the word magic through gematria. And through here we have the 666, which is representative of witchcraft through the gematria. I don't know which one, but trust me, you go do some, go to your gematria calculator, put in witchcraft, and you'll see pop out the number 666. Therefore, all our symbols have hidden meaning, and there is an understanding through gematria, through the symbolism and the association of the alphabet. So as you can see, the cross here is the 22nd letter of the Hebrew alphabet in the ancient drawings here, the ancient symbolism of the word Tav. And it is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. And it's pretty significant because it is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet that came out of the witchcraft, the tree of the Kabbalah, which has 22 paths, which associate itself to the 22 letters of the alphabet. And it also means covenant and promise. So the symbol here was created into an allegory and a story inside the Bible. And there's a reason that all this is associated to the King of Kings, because K is the 11th letter of the alphabet, and the first letter is pretty important when you write a word. So K and K equals 22. There you go. So we have some more stuff over here to look at. As you can see, this symbol can be found inside of the flower of life, and that is another representation of the word daddy. Indirectly, as you have the circle represents 1, the Vesica Piscis represents 2, and another circle represents 1. And if you go to the ancient text, look like this, but in the modern Hebrew, it would look like this. Sorry, I don't really write Hebrew, but Aleph, Bet, Aleph, and that symbol says daddy, as this symbol says father indirectly, and they both can be found in the symbol over here, which is the flower of life. As you can see, a circle and a Vesica Piscis, and that would be our father indirectly through witchcraft. And you would also have the word daddy. Where can I find daddy here? Oh, where is he? Okay, a circle. All right, where's the, okay, yeah, I can see it. Circle, you gotta do mental gymnastics, and another circle. Yeah, okay, here it is. Okay, circle, circle, Vesica Piscis, and that's your daddy. There you go. So that's how this whole nonsense was created. So it is understood that through witchcraft, stories can be made and symbols can be attributed. And as this one is your God, as it is associated to the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, God, Aleph, and the circle contains all the attributes of our present God, which was created through the understanding of the circle, which has no beginning, no end. He's your one and only God, attributed to the fact that he is the first. He is perfect in every way. As you can see, a circle is perfect. It's not all bent like all the other geometric shapes. And he's infinite because of pi. Also, all the words that God pronounces or says through the Bible can be found in pi, which is obvious since it is an eternal number. And if they find some numbers associated to the gematria of the word, they say God said it because they found it in pi, which is ridiculous, as well as all this is a one-trick pony show from a very bad magician. So there you go. That's it. Oh, I also have to show you the devil here, where this is a very good, in tarot, you'll see the devil here. And as you can see, a man and a woman chained, okay, enslaved by the devil. and that is the Aleph Bet, enslaving humanity, through the understanding that this is just the devil is also an anagram for lived. Evil is also an anagram for live. And the word Satan comes from the word Saturn, which is associated to Saturn through the fact that Saturn is very far from the light of the sun, and that has to do, therefore, that Saturn is in darkness. Therefore, Satan, that was born out of Saturn, is in darkness. So there you go. The whole Bible is just the alphabet reinvented and made into an allegory and nice story. So that's it. Have a good one. That's it. Bye.